So, Beyond the Spider-Verse has had a very, very weird release date schedule, and there's been conflicts when it's gonna get released. Do the voice actors have they started as the animation going through? We've had a lot of conflicts and not knowing when is it gonna come out. Well, then a couple months ago, they said, "Oh, it's gonna come out at this time." And now they've moved the release date up, and it's kinda interesting because it did not start off like this. It started off supposed to come out in the spring of this year, or was it spring of this year or 24, Paul?
I think it was supposed to be just a year after
Yeah, so
Across the
twenty
Spider-Verse came
twenty
out.
three. It came out in 23, it should have been in the spring of 24, got nothing,
Right.
and they've now moved up the release date they've gone back a week. So it was supposed to come out June 25th, 2027, and now it'll come out June 18th, 2027, and it is supposed to be in the yeah, it says from Variety, it says it'll be in the Juneteenth holiday as well as Father's Day, and I don't know about you, Paul, but I don't know why we're moving it. Why are we
Yeah,
messing with it?
it's a weird thing to move it just 1 week. Like, moving it multiple months, like,
Or 2
the Mortal
weeks
the
or 3
yeah,
weeks?
something like that. Like the Mortal Kombat 2 movie, like, we were super hyped for it. It was supposed to come out this October.
Yeah.
Now it got pushed to next April, but, sometimes, it gets pushed because 'cause they're like, "Hey, we gotta focus on the After Effects, the CGI, make sure that all looks good."
Yep.
But this moving it 1 week forward, like, "Yeah, we're gonna be done a week early," like, it's kinda weird. I don't know, like, why not just leave it
Yeah,
where
and
it
I
was?
and
I don't
it's
know.
and I think it's also, like, maybe the Father's Day thing is what their, sons and their dads are maybe gonna try to
Maybe.
go see Spider-Man, but I just think it's weird because it's like, okay, you guys have already been having release date issues with this movie. Why tinker with it? Why tinker with it? I know it's a week, and yes, don't get me wrong. Am I excited that it's coming out a week early and I get to see it a week earlier than I was supposed to? Yes, but at the same
It's
time,
it's still almost 2 full years away.
yeah, it's
It's
2027.
2027. That's
Like,
when it's
and
supposed to come out.
it'll be 4 years difference from when, the second one came out, and I think if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be right next to How to Train Your Dragon 2,
Yeah, 1
which
week after How to Train Your Dragon 2.
I'm like, "Oh, why? Why would you wanna be next to How to Train Your Dragon 2 after how good How to Train Your 1 was?" And your audiences are gonna cross over because both movies are PG, both movies have, action in them. You have a good character in Spider-Man. Like, little kids really, the younger audience, not even just little kids, but the younger audience have really been liking this. So there's gonna be repeat views. Why would you wanna compete with How to Train Your Dragon 2? I know it's a week and you can die a little bit, but How to Train Your Dragon 2 is not going to die off.
No, like, the first movie when it came out, it had a very good retention rate from opening week to the second week.
Yeah, and I'm willing to bet
So,
I have a thing that maybe How to Train Your Dragon 2, the live action remake here, possibly makes 1,000,000,000. Possibly, possibly. I'm not saying it
I
will,
wouldn't be
guys, but
surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either, and it's weird. Why? I don't know why. It's just a week, and I think where they were at was a good spot. I really think the only reason they move it up is because of that Father's Day weekend. I think that is the only ploy that they
Probably.
have, or advantage, but even then, I'm like, still, why? I
I don't
just
know. Well, if they are releasing it, so okay, June 18th. Let me go look and see, because normally on holidays like that, they release it on like a Wednesday instead of Thursday or
yeah,
Friday, so that they're
yeah,
like, yeah, we can get that extra couple of cash. Let me go see what 2027 June 18th.
18th. I'm pretty sure
No, that's a Friday.
it's
It is
still
a
Friday,
Friday.
so June 17th. I just it's weird to me. I don't know
No, yeah,
why,
it's
and
it's 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 a very weird change for what seems like almost no reason.
especially with all the delays, you'd think, "Just stick with our release date, stop
No,
messing
exactly.
with it, give us that," even because if you don't think that they're gonna have a week somewhere mess up, like,
Mhm.
I think they should have just stayed, and I also don't I would understand maybe if we're, like, 3 months away and they moved it up a week, because then they're like, "Okay, our movie's done pretty much, we're just finishing up tight corners," and they're like, "Oh, we can move it up a week," but we're still over 2 years away from this movie, guys. We're not close to this movie. This movie
Yeah.
is nowhere in eyesight. It's nowhere, and I know they've started voice there have been rumors that they've started the voice casting and they've been working on the voice acting, but it's it's like we're still 2 years away. Why are we messing with the release date? Like, it's not major news. Every time I see movies like we saw, guys, there's, a movie coming out in November called The Running Man. The Running Man moved its release date by a week, but The Running Man, guys, come we had this report come out in August. It's like and it comes out in November. That's what, 3 months? They're 3 months there,
Yeah.
and it's like, "Okay, we're 3 months out. We feel like we're gonna be good. Let's move it up a week." That's
Yeah.
fine, but we're 2 years away. That's the big difference where I'm like, I don't see why you would do it other than
Uh,
let's create more buzz for our movie, which, guys, it's gonna have hype behind it, but their buzz for their movie is not great because people are pissed that this movie did not come out in
because
24
no, exactly. They promised it to us. They're
in
like,
less
"Yeah,
than 9
Across the
in like
Spider-Verse
9
and
months.
then Beyond 1 year later." And we're like, "Yeah." And then come to find out, "Oh, no, we haven't even started working on it." So like, then why did you guys tell us it was coming out in a year? Like,
Yeah,
what was the whole point of that?
yeah. I think it came out, what was it? Across the Spider-Verse came out in, like, the June, July
It was
slots.
June. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was or wait,
and
no, it
then
was July. Yeah.
Beyond was supposed to come out in, like, March in that springtime. And
Mhm.
then they like, that's 9 months, and we were all like, "Okay, so this movie has a cliffhanger, and we're okay with it, though, because we're gonna get it in 9
Yeah.
months." Like, we're not waiting very long for this conclusion. It's gonna be pretty much 4 years since it came out until we see the sequel, and I just think it's so you already have negative buzz. Why are you adding more buzz to it? I get people are excited, but I don't think your buzz right now is best. And I feel like right now all they're trying to do is just be like, "Hey, remember our movie? It's still coming. Remember it?
That's
Remember it?
and
Little
that's
tinkle
probably what they're
bits."
doing.
Yeah,
They're
and
probably just like, "Hey, we're still here. We're still working on it. Remember? Well, yeah, you remember? I remember."
yeah, and I think it's a little silly, and I would not be surprised, Paul, if in another 3 months we hear, "Oh, this is happening," or
"Oh, no,
"Oh."
we gotta move it back to where it was originally because, we messed up," or, "Oh, no, we're gonna have to move it back a couple months." Like, they I can almost bet that this is not going to be the final release
Yeah.
date for this movie.
I would not be surprised either. I would not be I wouldn't even be surprised, dude, if maybe they try to move up into the Christmas slot of 26 if they
Maybe
but
if
also
they wanna move it in one direction or the other.
moving it up into 26 is a bad idea of Christmas because what's coming out 26 of Christmas?
Doomsday.
Doomsday. And
Yeah.
that Sony doesn't want to compete. That would be stupid. So I don't know, but I just like we've said, guys, we think it's kind of
Yeah.
stupid
I mean, yeah,
and
and, so I got pulled up the we were talking about, like, How to Train Your Dragon maybe making $1 billion, so I pulled
yeah.
up the Spider-Verse box office just to check and see. So, the first Spider-Verse movie, Into the Spider-Verse, got 384,000,000 globally,
Mhm.
which is decent, but compared to other movies, like, man, you would have thought that a movie like that would have gotten a lot more. But
Yeah.
I think it got a lot of its money from, home release.
Yeah,
Like,
because people didn't
everybody
understand what
bought
it
that.
was. People did not
No, yeah,
understand what it was. And then they saw it and they're
but
like, "Oh,
then
this is great."
everybody loved it, and so everybody went to go see Across the Spider-Verse in theaters. That was a huge theater experience.
Yeah.
So that movie, 12 days into its, release, got $700,000,000 worldwide.
Does that add the
So,
domestic into it as well?
yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's everywhere.
Yeah,
So
I
they doubled their money with the
yeah.
second movie.
It'll be interesting to see what makes more money, How to Train Your Dragon or Spider-Man. It'll be
Mhm.
interesting. It'll be interesting. But anyways, guys, what are you guys thinking about it? Are you, wondering why did they move it forward? Are you wondering, well, how's it going to do against How to Train Your Dragon? Do you guys even care that they moved the release date? And you're like, I bet they're going to move it back even more. Let us know in the comments below. Want more? Check us out on YouTube Podcasts, Spotify, or even the link down below for the full podcast.
Leave us a comment if you guys have any thoughts, questions, or ideas. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more videos and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.